Hi, I'm Bonnie Curry. This is another episode of From the Couch, and I'm super excited because this is somebody I have known for, we're not going to say how many years, more than 20, but yes, Mark Schultz. It is good to see you, my friend. I am so glad you're here because I feel like we need to catch up. There's been a lot of things going on in your life.
Yep.
I want to talk about your kids, because for a very long time, you know, you were a super single kind of fella, and we always enjoyed that. And then suddenly you get married, and now how many kids do you have?
Now we've got three.
Three.
They just sprung up on me.
They do that. They do that. You just find them in a bush, and you're like, oh look, there's a kid.
Yeah.
And you just, you know, pull
we
them
found
in.
another one. Every 2 years we find another kid somewhere. So Ryan is our. He's 6. Mm-hmm. He's our oldest. He looks like me and acts exactly like his mom.
Oh, very
nice.
Which is
great.
That's very cool.
Yeah, he gets the best of both worlds on that deal. And then Gus looks like his mother and acts like me.
Ooh.
Trouble.
Okay, yes, yes. Because you do have a wacky sense of humor.
Yes.
You always have.
And
so.
you know what's so funny about this, and people know that these kids came out of the same genes.
Yeah.
But they are
total.
It's like the odd couple.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Ryan, and this is true, he really did. When he was 2, he walked into the house. His mom's a OBGYN, she's a doctor. So he walked in the house and he's like, Daddy, look, I've got a plethora of leaves. And I'm like,
he said a plethora.
Yeah.
He said
and
a plethora.
I was like, I wasn't sure if he was grounded.
Wow.
Or if he was going to Harvard.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
I think either or. You know what I mean? And you really do. You see these wonderfully brilliant kids that they come up with things that you go, where did you get that from?
I don't even know.
Yeah.
So then Gus is the kid who goes to preschool, and when he shows up, all the teachers go, Gus!
Oh,
you know, like Gus
he's like
is
Norm.
here.
He's like Norm from
like
Cheers.
Norm from Cheers.
Gus, except hopefully it's not a bar.
But they have a bar.
That's a bad preschool.
I think they have a bar at the preschool in the back room. But I think the thing that makes Gus so fun is he doesn't excel at the preschool.
Right.
Like when they say, hey, let's do art.
Yeah.
He doesn't do it, hey, let's do some work.
Right.
He's not necessarily doing the work, he's just visiting with people. And it just makes him fun.
He's a little social.
He's a social
guy.
butterfly. So when we go to the teacher conferences, if you can have those in preschool.
Right. Okay, can we back up for a second?
Yeah,
All right, this is a lot of pressure for preschool. Okay, so how old is he?
He's 4.
He's 4. Okay. I love the idea that we're trying to do things. I know that one of my daughter's friends, her son is 3, and he's already bilingual.
Right.
He's learning, I think, French. He's
coding.
Well, and he's coding,
right.
and he can quote Plato. And I'm just going, okay, at 4, 3. I think I was barely able to color inside the lines. I mean, I just go, so is it really, do we need this much stuff for our kids going into preschool? I'm kind of okay with Gus being just a little social dude.
Oh, he is. So my oldest son just graduated from preschool.
Graduated from
If you can have a graduation from preschool.
They do. They have graduations for preschool.
So he had his cap and his gown, and he walked across the bridge. And waved to the crowd as he walked across. Gus is probably not going to graduate from preschool.
Not with honors. He's
not with honors.
He's not going to have the tassel.
He may not even get there, but we know that Gus will.
I like Gus.
Gus one day will own his own company, and then the brighter one, the older one, will work for him.
There you go. There you go.
What I mean? So that's what'll happen.
When you have such different kids going into it, I know there's so many parents that look. I look at my little Gideon, and he is 19 months old. And I already see the future genius that he is going to be. I can tell. I can tell because he's just the smartest little boy in the world. I also want to try to be realistic. I mean, what, as a parent going into this with the kids, and you were a youth pastor, so you've got some good experience going into that. What do you truly want to see and hope for your kids?
That's a great question, and watch how
I'm good at this. I try. I try. I wrote that down. My producer's like back there going, "Ask this good question."
He's like, yes. So watch this. So I was adopted when I was 2 weeks old. Hardest 2 weeks ever.
Yeah.
Paperwork.
Yeah.
But anyway, I was adopted when I was 2 weeks old. So this is what I think is so interesting. When I was growing up, I was always I was the quarterback in football.
Right.
I pitched in baseball. We went to the state tournament and won that thing.
Wow.
Ran track. We did really great at that.
Wow, you were a super jock.
Yes, I played all the sports. And so I did music. I wrote songs. I did all that kind of stuff. So I was a sports guy who did a little bit of music.
Right.
And then after college, I was a music guy that
Right.
did a little bit of sport. So here's what it was. And I always thought, man, if I'm really great at football, if I'm really great at basketball and track and baseball, then my parents will say, oh man, We got a good one.
Yeah, best kid ever.
We didn't get a dud.
Right.
We didn't adopt a dud.
Did you feel that pressure because you were adopted?
Yes. So
Really?
without saying that, without knowing that that's what I was doing, I was
Right.
like, I just want to really be great at everything I do.
Right, to kind of prove that it was a worthy
I
investment.
need to prove that it's a worthy investment.
Wow.
Okay. So then, last year, exactly this time last year,
Wow.
we went to China and we adopted our daughter Maya May Schultz, who's so
It's a
cute.
beautiful name.
Yeah, my wife gave it to her, and you know what's even more beautiful? This is how smart my wife is. I'm adopted, Mark Mitchell Schultz, and she's adopted Maya May Schultz, so she gave us the same initials, and I didn't even know she was doing it.
MMS.
MMS, and she wanted to do that just as a tip of the hat too. Hey, y'all are special in our family. So anyway, what I know about Maya May, when we first got her, they said it's going to be 2 weeks. She's only a year old, but it'll take 2 weeks to get adjusted because she got to come into.
Yeah.
You're a white person with no hair,
Right.
and she's got to get used to. She's used to Chinese people with hair. It's going to be 2 weeks before.
Are there no bald people in China?
No.
Not really?
No, none.
Apparently,
None.
hey, we learned something. It's like, the more you know.
Yeah.
You know, apparently no bald people in China.
China with Mark Schultz. So
Do not.
Mark Schultz is China.
Bald people in
So anyway, what happened was they said it'll be 2 weeks before when we got her, and she was really wary of us for the first, when we were at the.
How old was she?
8 months old.
Gotcha.
When we got her to the hotel and gave her a little bath and got her, she was Miss Personality, laughing and thought I couldn't say an unfunny thing. She just thought it was really funny. So we told the people, we're like, hey, it's not going to be 2 weeks. She's into us like right now.
Yeah.
She's really great. But you know what they told us? They said, okay, what you're experiencing right there is in her little mind, she's learned that because she's been an orphan, the more she can make herself love her, she knows she's going to get fed. She knows she's going to get held. She knows she's going to be loved on.
At 8 months old, she's
At 8
already
months
trying
old,
to
she already
prove
knows.
she's worth the investment.
Okay. So what I knew after I heard that, number one, it broke my heart.
Yeah, you probably felt it deep.
Number two, what happened was I thought, man, she doesn't have to.
Oh, that hurts my heart.
Yeah, she doesn't have to prove anything to me. I just love her where she's at. I
Yeah.
just really love her. So here's what the magic is. Here's what I've learned. This is both spiritual and it's parenting, and it answers your questions, but it actually answers two questions at the same time. And that is, a lot of times in our spiritual life, we'll say, God, watch what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Watch the record I'm going to write.
Yeah.
Watch the concert. Watch the people clap for me.
Yeah.
Watch all this happen. And I think God just sits back there and it hurts his heart. He goes, I didn't make you to see if you could be 3 notches better than somebody else or that kind of stuff. Here's what he's saying. I think he's saying, man, I'm going to pour love on you, and I just want you to be who you are.
Yeah.
And just be the person that I made, but don't try to think, if I can only do this, God will love me more.
Right.
So with my kids, that was an eye-opener for my kids. Ryan Schultz, I call him Ryan Schultz because I thought, man, that sounds like a quarterback.
It does. Ryan Schultz, coming down the field right now, running the 20, the 30, the 40, the 50.
He's not going to be a
I
quarterback.
should be an announcer for sports.
He's going to be a scientist. So once my mind stopped saying, make him a quarterback, and just go, God didn't make him a quarterback. God made him to cure cancer or be the next whatever he's going to do. But my job is to love on him and not start saying which direction you're going to go. I just go, hey, here's my job. And I think this is what God does to it too, is to, this gets me, is to just to get down beside him, get down on his level, and just whisper, where do you want to go?
Yeah.
Where do you want to go? And let's go do that.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do.
That's some good stuff.
That's what I want to do as a parent.
Yeah.
You know? And so in this new record that I've got out, there's so many songs about being a parent and about leaving a legacy.
It's a whole new thing for you.
It's a whole new thing.
Yeah.
So I've got a song. It's a country song. I wrote a country song, but it's very much.
Near.
It's very much a Christian song, like that last story was a Christian story without even trying to be.
Right.
But it's called Handed Down. What are the things that you're handing down to your kids? Because they're gonna, good and bad, they're gonna take those things and they're gonna build their lives with that you're handing. And then Time Goes So Fast is another song that I wrote about our kids. Because let me tell you, the days, they're long. But then I turn around, I was like, hey, 6-year-old that I can barely lift off the ground now, wasn't I just washing your hair in the sink at the hospital?
You look at their little baby clothes and you just ponder that. You just go, how is it possible you fit in this? I just spent some time with my godson. He's 13 years old, and I can remember holding him at the hospital when he was first born. I can remember the faces that he made when he was 9 months old. We have a picture of him, and his hair is insane. It's just insane. And he literally looks like he has gone on an all-night bender, and he's like this.
Yes.
And he was just a baby, and now he is this 13-year-old who doesn't really want to be with us anymore, and he's still sweet and he's funny. And so when I pull him close for a hug, he kind of allows it, and it's more that, I'm gonna do this, all right, I love you, I'm gonna go back on my phone. And I just look and I go, that happened in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. And I think on so many levels, I want so much for my little Gideon. I know you want so much for your kids. But I love what you said about knowing that in your heart, as somebody who was adopted, feeling like you had to be worthy of that investment. And I know that as people, I think that is a heart desire that we have, is to prove to God every single day, I'm worth it. I'm worth what you did for me. And at the heart of it, it's just the simple truth is there is nothing we will ever do that will earn that gift of salvation, of Christ on the cross for us. There is nothing I will ever do that will be good enough to earn that. And for our kids, they can't quite comprehend that the love that we have for them, it is exactly, you don't have to earn it. You could truly hand me a stick that you carved a tiny notch in, and I promise I will hang that thing up as a picture. I will make that a...
My wife
yes.
still has that stuff in the bedroom.
We all do, because it's a treasure.
I was like, he just made that out of Play-Doh.
Yeah.
And you're wearing it around your neck.
See, dads are a little more realistic about that stuff. I will say that. My husband, I would try to frame things, and he's like, babe, I love you, but this is not art. I'm like, it's art, the baby made it, look at it, it's paper. He's like, honey, this is just, I can't tell if it's a butterfly or some guy running across a field, whatever this thing is. Dads are a little more grounded with that than I think moms are.
Let me just drop some news on you. So not only do we have graduation in our preschool,
which is crazy, but go ahead.
we also have this, where each class will do some art.
Right.
And then there's a big celebration once a year, and you go, and the parents will bid on the art so that to help the school out, give money for the school. My wife will save money the whole year to buy the classroom art project that her child has 3 thumbprints on.
Right, and you're like, I can do it right now. 1, 2, 3, money saved.
Hey, let's look at that. I just saved $1,500. But anyway, we got every year she buys the class art. She'll be like,
she's a good lady.
She'll be like, do you think? And she'll call me on the phone because I just stopped going.
Right.
Because I just didn't want to know how much we were spending.
I can see that.
And then she calls me and she'll go like, well, do you think I can? And what's it? She goes, okay, I'll only go up to. And then she calls me back. Okay, now I'll only go up to. And so anyway, she wins it every time. So when you walk in our house, in the hallway are the kids, and all the other parents are so mad because they're like, hey, they're like, how much money do you all make over there? Which it's not a lot. My wife just saves up for the year to buy that thing.
That's her priority right there. You never know. Super glad to catch up with you, hear about the kids. Seriously, my friend. So that is another From the Couch. It is from my friends at GoGo Meds. And I want to say thank you to GoGo Meds. By the way, if you are cool with getting your prescription medications sent right to your home at a discount, you really want to find out more about them. It's GoGo Meds, GoGoMeds.com. Check them out today. Thank you, Mark Schultz. I'm Bonnie Curry from the Couch. Love you.